Hey folks, how you doing? My name's Gary from Grow Marketing Media, and this is the 10 things that you need to do on social media today. You've heard it? Today, not next week, not next month, but today. These are 10 things that are completely actionable, don't take long to do, but the main thing is you're making a start, and if you implement all 10, you're going to have a solid foundation for your marketing. And remember, the best time to do something that you should have done before is today. So let's get cracking with number 1, which is making sure that all your profiles are up to date. Now I'm talking about not just the platforms that you go onto all the time, but some of the ones you don't go onto. When was the last time you checked the profile on YouTube? Has it got the right information? Has it got all the right websites? You need to make sure that all your contact details, all your bios, all your pictures are all up to date, because this is one of the first impressions that people will get of your business. So if they're not up to date, it's not going to look good. But make sure they are up to date. So just go onto each of your platforms and just check to see if they are up to date. Number 2 is make sure all your website links work and they are correct. Now the reason I say this is because there's nothing worse than going liking people's posts, checking out your profile, and you wanted to find more information, but then you can't because the website link doesn't work. You know, all that hard work, you've got your customer engaged, and then suddenly actually they hit a dead end because the website link doesn't work. Also check this when you've just had a new website, because some of these website links might have changed, might have the same coding, but might be different in terms of a few letters here and there. So please check these out. Also check out website links when it comes to blogs. Check website links out if you've got scheduled messages going out on things like Buffer and Hootsuite, just to make sure they all work. Nothing worse than people wanting to get more information from you but can't because the website link doesn't work. So check out number 2 and make sure all your website link works. Number 3, post a picture or a video. Now this is quite straightforward, but you want to make sure that you're keeping your customers engaged. You want to make sure that all your customers are getting the up-to-date information, which is going to help and educate them. Now pictures and videos make such great content, and they're ranked high on the social media algorithm for each platforms. So please post a picture, post a video. Now if you don't know what to do or what to say, then that's fine. I've got a free ebook that gives you 60 ideas for videos, blogs, podcasts. So if you want me to send it to you, please let me know. But in the meantime, 2 things. First thing, the last customer conversation is a great technique to help you now. Think about who you last helped, who you had a conversation with, and then find a picture that relates to it and write out what problem they came to you with, how you were able to solve them, and the lasting things that they took away. So do that, or again, have a look around you and see where you are, and then make a piece of content from that. Now I'm just going to tap that back down, so that's sticking up. But the main thing is to make sure that you are posting a piece of content each day, preferably a picture or a video. Next one is talk to at least 5 people per platform. Now, we're not asking you to do massive amounts of work here. Talking to people is things like starting a conversation, liking, sharing, or just saying to someone, I love your post. Things like this are dead easy to do, but it just takes time. But if you regularly get into the habit of doing 5 of these per day to different people, starting 5 conversations, you're going to be in a much, much better position, because guess what? People are going to talk to you. The more conversations you have, the more opportunities you will have. I can guarantee you, every opportunity that I've had as a business, as a person, has come directly from a conversation. So, if you are looking to start your network or build your network, talking to people is the best way of doing it. If you don't take anything away from this, and if you spend all your time just doing one thing, please talk to people. Honestly, best way for it. On the same point, when you're talking to people, like at least 5 posts per platform. See, liking is really good because psychologically it tells the person who's wrote that piece of content that you like their posts. You like their content. You might agree with their message, you might love a message, you might want to share their message with other people. The main thing is for you to like them, because every time you like them, your little profile picture, your little logo is on their timeline, and they get an notification with your little logo on it. So please, 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 when you're liking people's posts, throw them comments as well, do the double whammy. But make sure that you're liking, you're talking, and also if you think your audience is going to value that content, share it. Share their content with your audience. Please, you know, if you think it's going to provide value, do it. But liking, sharing, and commenting are the 3 best ways of communicating with people on social media. And remember, social media is a social media platform. It's a communication tool. So don't forget it. Don't just be broadcasting all the time. You can do anything, like, comment, share. Dead simple. So the next one is say hello to in a Facebook group. Now, Facebook groups are the heart of Facebook, their words, not mine. So the great thing to do is really to start talking to people in Facebook groups. Easiest way to do it is to start a conversation or ask a question or respond to some of their comments. But at starting that conversation, do that at least in a couple of groups. If you've never been into a Facebook group, that's fine. Search for a few local ones or a few that are related to your industry, and then you can go from there. But the main thing is to find Facebook groups where you've got your target market in, or where you can provide value, or where you're interested in, and then start to converse with them. Say hello, react to their posts. Again, like, comment, share, all really good stuff, but make sure that you're providing value. Then, and only after you've done all that, you can throw a selling post in there, and if they're engaged enough and they're warm enough and they're ready to buy, then they're more likely to do it. But don't do it prematurely. Make sure that you have got all the things in place before you go for the sale, and that includes like, comment, sharing, and saying hello. People buy people, so therefore get to know them on a personal level and get them to know you on the same. Okay, so that's number 6. Number 7. This is time for you to work out your 20 key messages and then schedule them in. Now, what I mean by the 20 key messages to start off with is choose 20 posts, create 20 posts that you want to share over the course of a week or 2 weeks or however many. Store them in a place such as a spreadsheet or a note-taking app, and then you know you've got the content there. Then, this is the key. Once you've got all of that, put them into a scheduling tool like Buffer, Hootsuite, TweetDeck, Content Cow, Agora Pulse, whatever it is, then schedule it into those. But don't just leave it like that. Once you've got the messages and you've got the scheduling, make sure that you've got enough time then, and use that time that you've got free from not worrying about the posting, to talk to them. As I said, like, comment, engage, like, comment, share, just talk to them. Spend your time doing that. If you spend more time doing that, your broadcast message is going to hit so many more people because you're talking to such a large network at that point. But make sure you're creating that key messages, store them in a place, and then you can just review and change them. Schedule it into an app like Hootsuite, Buffer, and then you're going to be on to a winner. So that's a really key point. It's something you can do straight away. It takes about an hour a week once you've got it sorted, and it's not even that hard, because after the first couple of times, guess what? Your messages probably won't change that much. You've got 20 messages there, only 10 or 15 might stay the same, the rest of it could change. And those messages can be a mixture of posts containing links, they could contain pictures, they contain videos, blogs, interviews, whatever it could be. But make sure you've got them all in one place. So, the next one is plan your 5 big ideas. Now, this is one that I love because it doesn't matter what business you're in, everyone's got some ideas that they can implement and help their customers with. Now, an idea could be taking information from your customers and translating it into a blog, video, or podcast. The actual output, the blog, video, podcast, newsletter, that's really up to you. I'm talking about the big ideas behind them. Say, for instance, big idea behind these is I want to give you 10 things to do on social media today. The output from that is a presentation, it's a public speaking opportunity, it's a video, you know, as well as social media posts separated, each pushes into a separate one. It could be a video of a montage with music in the background. You can see where I'm coming with it. So this is the big idea, and then you've got the outcomes afterwards. So please, please, please just have a think about your top 5 big ideas. Once you've got your the five big ideas, you're on to a winner because you're halfway there. If you're doing a blog, if you're creating a blog from these ideas, make sure then you just separate it into subheaders, and then that makes it easier for the planning. But the main thing is coming up with a big idea to start off with and then working from there. So number 9, we're whacking through these now, is watch a Facebook Live, or if you're happy already doing a Facebook Live, put a date in a diary, tell people about it on social media, create an event, and then start to put the plans in place to do a Facebook Live. Now, Facebook Lives are a great way of interacting with your audience and getting engagement from them. Really cool to ask questions, really good to give them updates, but also really good for them to see what you're about and to actually see your hand movements, your facial expressions, and really get a sense of who you are. So, really, for Facebook Lives, please don't discount them. If they seem scary to start off with, fine, they're scary. It gets easier. That's the beauty of it. The more you do, the easier it gets. But please, please, please don't give up at the first attempt. Good ways to make you accountable. 2 ways. First of all, put a post out saying that you're going to go live at a certain time. Next off, create an event in Facebook to tell people that you're going to go live at this point and invite them. Because again, bet you any money, once you told people you're going to go live, you're bloody well going to go live. So please, commit to it, do a Facebook Live. If you haven't done a Facebook Live whatsoever and you need some tips, check out my website, growmarketingmedia.com, and under the free guides and downloads, you'll be able to see loads about video and Facebook Lives. But please, don't let fear hold you back. Do a Facebook Live and I bet you any money, you'll get engagement after a while. First one might be a bit tricky in terms of people watching, but if you've invited them and they know about it beforehand, you're on to a winner. But also, hey, if you haven't, you've got video. You know, worst comes to worst, and no one watches it, you've still got a video. So don't worry about it. And then number 10. You know, we said we're going to do 10, and this is number 10. Create a content library to make it easier for people to share. Now, when I'm at networking events, I ask people how many people have got blogs, how many people have got videos on YouTube, how many people have got guest contributor on different platforms like websites. How many people have got newsletters that have gone out and got information? You know, most people will put their hands up to at least one of them. Dare I say, how many people have got all of those links in a spreadsheet so you can find within less than a minute? Guess what? Hardly anybody has got a spreadsheet containing all those links. So, what I'm throwing out there is, you're in a meeting and so you know you've got a blog for that particular person who you sit in front of that needs to have that information straight away. You know, it's a matter of, if you've got it, then great, but if not, then but actually if you've got it, you're going to make such a great impression and you'll probably seal the deal. Now, what if you can't find it and it takes ages for you to load, or you just can't see it, or you haven't got a link? You know, you could well lose a sale. So what I'm suggesting to you is have all your blogs, all your videos, all the stuff that you've got in different places in one spreadsheet. Call it a content library. Make sure that if you're looking to share a blog or looking to have a video on YouTube, you've got a place where all your links are easy to get to. Now, you could store the document on Google Docs, you could have it on Dropbox, you can have it on your notes on your phone, you can have it wherever you want. Make sure you've got a system in place because you don't want the opportunity to go away from you just because you haven't got the content. So that was number 10. So I just want to quickly recap the top 10. So make sure that all your profiles are up to date. Yeah, let's just recap before we go on to the plus one more. So make sure all your profiles are up to date. Make sure all your website links work. Post a picture or a video. talk to at least 5 people per platform. Then, like at least 5 posts per platform. If you're a member of different groups on Facebook, say hello to them, start conversations, work out your 20 key messages, and then schedule it into a tool like Hootsuite, Buffer, Content Cow, wherever you go. Next off, plan your 5 big ideas that you can turn into videos, blogs, podcasts, newsletters, wherever you want, but plan those big ideas. Then, watch a Facebook Live. Then, put a date in the diary and tell people about it, and then you're going to go live. Make a topic. In terms of the timescale for Facebook Lives, 15 minutes, job done. 15 to 20 minutes, 15 minutes to half hour, great. Doesn't have to be massively longer than that. Then you can create a content library to make it easier for you to share links from your blogs, videos on YouTube, interviews, whatever it is. And that is your 10. Plus, I've got one more for you. I have. And that is to make a plan of what you're going to post on each platform and when. This is a great tool just for you to make sure that you know what you're going to be posting. And if you've got a regular system in place, and this is all it is a system, if you've got a regular system in place that tells you that actually I've got a post going out at 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock on Twitter, and 8 o'clock on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn, and that post is this at this time and this at this time, you've got the information in your content library because you know what key messages you've got, see how it all links in, then you're going to be on to a winner because then you've got more time to like, share and comment. So that is the lot. That is my 10 things to do on social media today. As I say, it's today, not tomorrow, not next month, or the month after. If you've got any questions, give me a shout. Thank you so much for your time. Let me know what you think. Send me a message. Put the comments in the comments below. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon. My name's been Gary from Grey Marketing Media. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.